One of the issues that has come about a lot this year is the expansion of copyright protection and how it's allowed us to assert IP protections for clients. Historically, copyright would have been limited in what it could protect, for example, mass-produced goods, but there has been a trend in recent cases in the Court of Justice and other national jurisdictions where items such as clothing, cars, bicycles are now protected by copyright. And that has allowed us to assert those rights for clients in areas such as jewellery and clothing, where we haven't been able to do that before. We've also seen a relatively interesting case in the UK where the character Del Boy was considered to be protectable by copyright, further showing the expansion of the protections for copyright in the area of literary characters. So I think that trend will continue and it'll allow us to assert IP rights for clients going forward in broader areas. There haven't been too much by way of development in the area of legislative developments in IP over the last year or so. But one area where I think we've seen an increase in client queries is the transposition of the Copyright Directive into Irish law. And this has brought about a number of obligations for online service providers in the area of copyright content, for example. So we've seen queries from clients and will continue to do so into 2023 around their obligations to take down content that is on their platform, or indeed what obligations they have to license such content. We've also seen a new press publisher's right, which entitles authors to get remuneration for content which is shared online, and we've seen queries around that. And I think that trend will continue for the foreseeable future, given this is a relatively new piece of legislation in Irish law now going forward. I think we've seen a growing trend over the last year or so in cases where companies are seeking to protect shape marks as trademarks and 3D marks in particular. We will have seen historically that shape marks are hard to get trademark protection for because there are statutory exclusions and indeed they're not necessarily considered distinctive. One exception recently is Absolut Vodka did manage to obtain a trademark for the shape of one of their vodka bottles on the basis that it wasn't considered to be standard or customary in that sector, but indeed the way the copper colouring and certain features was considered to be distinctive and could be protected. That's not to say that companies will be getting trademark protection for all sorts of shapes. Dior, for instance, recently did not succeed in getting a trademark for their saddle-shaped handbag, which is quite iconic because that wasn't considered to be different to what's already out there. But we will probably see a growing trend of companies trying to secure trademark protection for 3D shape marks because it is quite a lucrative protection for clients.